common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Yeah.
Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
And I'm Todd Butterfield.
We are back here today. The markets really have done diddly squat since yesterday, but we have a couple news articles we're going to go over, a couple fundamentals on coins. We're going to have Todd look at a couple charts. If you guys want Todd to look at a chart, we can do that as well. Yesterday's show was like an hour and a half. Tonight is going to be a little shorter, obviously with less stuff to talk about, but I do have a soccer game tonight as well, and I have to run by my parents before that too. You know, family is first, guys, so we got to do that. But other than that, it looks like we got a bunch of the usual suspects in here, a couple new people. Hopefully, you know, what I do love is that a majority of the diehard community and the growing community over here continues to tune in almost on a daily basis, or is able to watch the replay at some point. That means you guys are not giving up on cryptocurrency. You are not letting the institutions take your bags. You're continuing to accumulate the coins you like and doing the work that will pay off here in the near-term future. So that is good to see.
Yep.
I'll just steal this real quick. We'll jump right into it. For some reason, that is up on the screen, even though that is not up on my screen. Weird. Well, maybe not, actually.
You might have an issue.
You go look at the charts. I'm going to reset this screen capture device so it'll actually capture my screen, and we should be good to go.
Yesterday went off without a hitch.
You're on, Todd.
I'm on. Well, I'm going to go over the 15-minute Bitcoin we've been looking at. Same chart we had last night. Let's bring that down here. Talking about that support is 6240 to 6300. And where is that? Just a hair there. So I do think we've had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've had a 1, 2 that could be completed. Strength from here would help that. We've been really quiet today. I do think it's interesting. If we go back out to the hourly, remember, right, we had this decline where the first decline was like 2,700 points. The next decline was 0.618 of that, around 1,650. And the next decline was around 1,020, another 0.618. So that did work to call the low. And since then, it is pretty clean for Wyckoff to call the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've came back down to support. So a rally from here would make a lot of the Elliott Wave Fibonacci charts really, really good. So I think that's something to watch here and keep the bullish sentiment here. And again, I would think Neo, Classic, Zen, some of these are acting strong, are probably pretty good buys here. So I think, you know, we're still making a low here, if not the low. So I still think we have done a 4. We're headed to new highs. I know, I think Nick's going to talk about some news coming out today about the ETFs. They're going to be announced, I believe it's August 10th or 11th, if they're going to get okayed. I think he's got a little bit of news to talk about there. That still should bring in quite a bit of money. So, it can be quiet here because of that, but I think once it turns, I mean, as I said before, if we get a rally now above the 68.40, I think probably then we'd ignite everything. So, me and my developers, they sent me a new developer today that's helping me with some of the issues on the cryptos. So him and I worked this morning, and I think we're getting the kinks worked out. So I'd like to talk a little bit more Wyckoff, but I just have to have that 5-minute volume that we're close to getting. So I'm still excited about the software to try to get that done, to give us more trades, more things to talk about. So you working now, Nick, or no?
Let's try and steal it back and see if we're working. Let's see. It sure looks like we are. So here we go. Little out of order, but the coin market cap, we are at $253.7 million. Like we said, not too much going on, but hey, we are seeing some green numbers with Bitcoin at $6,396. EOS still red for the day, Stellar red for the day, and Tron red for the day, as well as Neo. Now, as far as big winners, Power Ledger up 12.32%. We've talked about Power Ledger in the past. I've also done a review on Walton Chain in the past. But the real one that we've talked extensively about is Basic Attention Token. It is having another green day. This is one that is a usable product on the Brave browser. They're adding some privacy features to it. They're trying to create more value propositions for the BAT token. And it is one of the 5 tokens or coins I chose during my which coins will be added on Coinbase video. I think it has an opportunity to be integrated into Coinbase and some other exchanges as well. If you have seen that video, you do know I did talk about Ethereum Classic, which is a reality. I also talk about 0x, and with Coinbase acquiring Paradex, that could be a reality as well, and definitely is closer than any other cryptocurrency has come as far as Coinbase is concerned. Now, we did talk about KuCoin shares yesterday. It is up 6% today. Somebody asked if they could wait on KuCoin's shares if they could get it on a dip. Last night, you did have the opportunity to buy KCS at $3. When we were live, it was around $3.30, so you did have a 10% drop if you did get a chance to capitalize on that. I can't remember who was talking about it, but we did say that the would probably see a pullback, and there was a 10% pullback on that. Now, we do see Aeon up here in the green as well. Aeon is one that you guys know I like. I like the threesome with Aeon, ICX, and WAN chain. Now, you don't want to forget the fundamentals and the coins that you like during the spare market, but instead you should be honing in on those and dollar cost averaging into those projects to accumulate those bags, because those are the ones that will lead the charge during the next bull run. And then our favorite here, Zen, continues to run higher as their super nodes and secure nodes go live on July 19th in 8 days. And they are increasing the payout for secure nodes, and super nodes will get a 10% block reward for running on their network as well. So that's pretty exciting. As far as news articles that we wanted to touch base today, if you were with us back in March, if you held Neo on Binance, you actually got an ONT airdrop, half of the airdrop at least. They said they would be releasing the other half at the time of the ONT mainnet launch. That has occurred, and Binance did tell us 8 hours ago that the other ONT should be in your exchange wallet. So if you followed us here on the Learn Crypto Show, got involved in that airdrop, the second half of your airdrop is now in your wallet. Log into Binance. I'm sure KuCoin is supporting it as well, maybe. And if you did not have your Neo on the Binance wallet, you actually have to do like a mapping process. So go over to ONT's website and go through step by step to claim those other ONT. But again, at the time of the airdrop, we recommended just to hold it on Binance because we assumed that it would be this simple. And I looked today, and my balance is there. Also, the biggest news really today, because there really wasn't much going on, besides Mt. Gox 2.0, which we're going to talk about next, is KuCoin is doing a community vote to get added to their exchange. Essentially, all you have to do is sign up for KuCoin, go on their Telegram group, and you can vote for any cryptocurrency, any currency that is not currently on their platform. Now, what's the trick here? Well, they're getting you to sign up with KuCoin. I did tweet about this, and we do have a referral link in the description below if you want to use that and support us. That is awesome. And the other fact is that there is some projects making a push for the communities to get listed on here. Notably, Linda has already tweeted about it. ECA has tweeted about it. Internex, who we've done an interview with, has tweeted about it. So a lot of these projects we've talked about and interviewed are all making a push. So if you guys hold any of those, like any of those, I would definitely recommend posting your vote. You can vote for as many coins as you like. but you only can do 1 vote per coin, so they don't want you cheating. But if you want to go on there and say, hey, I want to vote for Linda and Electra, more power to you, you can do that. I'll definitely get over there, make sure your voice is heard, and see if you can get a coin that you hold listed over on KuCoin. The winning coin does get something like $30,000 from marketing, so not only will you get your coin on a new exchange, that coin is going to be given $30,000 to market and help move their coin forward. So go ahead, support those communities, support those coins, and make a difference. Now, this is the interesting one right here. Is this Mt. Gox 2.0? Hopefully, none of you guys are trading on this exchange. It is called Wex Exchange. It used to be called BTCE. Now, the volume is super low, so hopefully none of you guys are on there. But if you have any cryptocurrencies on Wex Exchange or BTCE Exchange, however you know it, get them off immediately. Why do I say that? There's been no official hack as of now, but earlier today, Bitcoin on the Wex Exchange perked up to $9,000. Now, what has Bitcoin been sitting at for every other exchange? 6,300-ish. So what does this tell me? Some people are thinking they're manipulating the books to cause a price spike, kind of trying to get the arbitragers or you guys to be like, man, I'm gonna sign up with this exchange, put some Bitcoin over there to sell it, trade it, etc. Obviously, because I could sell my Bitcoin for $9,000 each, right? Well, they do have scheduled maintenance for tomorrow. It's probably within 12 hours. They said they're going to be down for 2 hours for scheduled maintenance. That's a red flag. I think they manipulated the books. They want people to put cryptocurrencies on their exchange. They're going to go down for maintenance and never come back up, and they're going to try to push for an exit scam. Now, it is no unknown thing here also that the founder of their exchange has already been in the subject of legal matters, not only with the United States and Russia, but also now with France. So you have a CEO that has 3 countries after him. You have Bitcoin going to 9,000 on the exchange, and they also have scheduled maintenance in 12 hours. Do the math on that one. Watch out. Don't be part of Mt. Gox 2.0 here, although it's going to be on a far smaller scale, but better be safe than sorry. Move it to a hardware wallet. Move it to another more recognized exchange. And this $9,000 Bitcoin today is not normal. There was no arbitrage there. They were simply trying to get you guys to load your cryptos up on that exchange. What do we got going on in the chat box right now?
I'm working on a chart here, so I want a little bit of time.
Vapid says, does anyone have Neo on KuCoin? Did you get your ONT? I don't have mine on KuCoin. I had mine on Binance, so I can't tell you that. I have not seen an article saying KuCoin has followed through with that process yet, but I know they did do the ONT for the original airdrop, I believe. Johnny M. Cool says, this time feels like we are going to bounce and break that 68.50, all thanks to the last night rant. I just smashed a fresh $250 into the market. There you go, Johnny M. Cool. Now you're thinking with that smart head of yours, guys, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. When we were at $20,000, everybody was begging to be able to buy Bitcoin at $6,000 and $7,000. Now you have the opportunity. Are you going to continue to sit on your hands? And when this thing starts to perk up, breaks 7,000, explodes to 8,000, eventually breaks 10,000, explodes back up, are you going to be there? Are you going to be wishing that you could have bought it for 6,000 and 7,000 again? Probably. Dollar cost average. Don't spend more than you are willing to lose. But if you have a little extra funding, maybe you forego the Starbucks coffee in the morning for $7 and you go ahead and get yourself $7 with the Bitcoin every day. That can start accumulating. You had 8 months of a bear market right now. Do the math on that.
Right. Don't buy the wife any diamond earrings or anything. Tell her you're buying her some crypto.
Jeremy Wington said, did Litecoin really buy a bank? So TokenPay and Litecoin partnered up. TokenPay bought 10% of a Germany central bank. Litecoin Foundation will be buying another 10% of that bank. And if everything goes well regulatory-wise, TokenPay will buy the remaining 80% of that bank. So the entire bank will be owned by TokenPay and Litecoin under the best circumstances. Worst case scenario, yes, Litecoin and TokenPay have a total of a 20% share in a centralized German bank right now. Pretty interesting. They said they want to work on getting being a crypto-friendly bank and having consumer products to help people get into the cryptocurrency and digital asset ecosystems. Pretty crazy. You got a chart you want to look at over there?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I think I did this before quickly, but somebody just mentioned the dollar had a good day today, which is true. You can see over here on the far right, today was a pretty nice up day, which actually I'm cool with that. The green arrows, I might not have them marked exact, but I got them pretty close. The green arrow is when US, because UUP is the bullish dollar ETF. The green arrows is when traders are like 96% bullish the dollar. Normally that means it's not going to go up anymore because everybody has already bought in it. So the points with the green arrows is when everyone's bullish, and you can see that leads to a pretty serious decline normally. We're at that same point right now here in the last week or two. Everyone's bullish the dollar. And if you take that and put that onto the Bitcoin chart, because this is off our blog from, I think, July 1. These are the same points marked on here. When the dollar collapses, Bitcoin gets into high gear. So again, a reason that I'm bullish, and we might be making a major low here, because if the dollar has any type of big pullback, Bitcoin maybe could ignite again to the upside. So just something I want to explain again, because the dollar being up today, that's just getting more people bullish, and Bitcoin still holding in here at 63.50. So this chart here that I've always had, I'm just counting this now as still the wave 3, ABC, X up, ABC, down to the previous fourth wave support, which was over here at 54.50. And as I mentioned, the last C wave looks pretty good on Fibonacci, and LA wave coming out of the hole here looks pretty good. Wyckoff volume looks a little supportive. We just need to find support somewhere around in here and then really see volume come into the upside again. So
somebody wants you to look at Digibyte, and somebody else says they're a long-time follower. They want you to look at Veritasium.
We'll go back to the 30-minute showing the rally off the low. And we got Digibyte up over 4% today. And it's had a nice rally off the bottom. Pretty quick, violent sell-off here a couple days ago, but really holding right in there again. So I think that's impressive. And above 50 gets that chart turned a lot higher. So
yeah, you've done over 2x since that recent interview during a bear market when everything's bleeding out ahead. That massive strength. It did give a lot of that back, but perked up once again today. Pretty interesting.
Because I do think with the dollar turning down, if it does, and get that win behind our back, get the CTF information behind our back, I think it could be interesting here. Let's go to
somebody wants
first
you
of all,
to look at Veritasium, VERI, if you can, if it's available.
Here's BAT USD. Somebody mentioned that a little bit ago. Came down and spiked this low, but now I've done really a sideways correction here, holding up well here the last day or so. So I've said we've liked BAT. I still like BAT. I think somebody mentioned BTG earlier. I saw that go across. Same type of thing, really. You got 5 waves up off the low, pull back to previous support.
The one kind of macro perspective on BTG that I think is interesting is all of these funds that got the Bitcoin Gold fork that held Bitcoin but legally had to sell market orders for Bitcoin Gold have already done so. The last one was just done probably a couple weeks ago. We talked about it on the live show. So you got to understand this. Bitcoin Gold came out during, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever. I'm just saying from a macro perspective, Bitcoin Gold came out kind of during a bear market, and all of these funds, Coinbase, Grayscale, there was another fund too that held Bitcoin. They were legally obligated that they had to sell the Bitcoin Gold forks when they became available. So that is interesting. Coinbase did not have to sell it. I take that back. But Grayscale, and there's 2 other ones that were funds that, since they are funds for Bitcoin, not Bitcoin Gold, they had to sell those on the market. So they had that downward pressure as well. All that selling is done. We'll see if Bitcoin Gold can have a nice bounce since there's no more downward pressure.
Stansberry recommended BAT in their last edition. Johnny Cool says.
We beat them by about 3 months on that one, on that video.
I haven't done much on Vertcoin here. I'll try to bring that up here as well in a minute. Let's go back to SBD. I've seen that run across a couple times. This is a 4-hour. Those bars there must be some type of pretty big pump. Those are 300 or 400% rallies. And then it's been quiet since then. So can't say much about that. too wide of price bars and too low a volume. I mean, all that was on big volume, but I don't know about that one. Don't know enough about it. And then we got VERI. Let's go down to that. Down 5.5% today. That's the 30-minute. So let's go back out and look at the 4-hour. I mean, a little weaker here than some of these coins, but still, you know, for me, I still think we've made lows here. So some of these coins, I'm sure will have big percent rallies, especially the good ones. If we do get a big rally here, I think then any coin that doesn't act right, you need to jettison it out of your portfolio, because a lot of these coins are still ultimately going to zero, and you might want to be careful. Vertcoin USD. Not much to say there either. A lot of buying on that thing up there at 8, 9, and 10, I know, when it was the talk of the town. You know, not much worse than a lot of coins. 15-minute. Still kind of shows the 5 waves up, ABC down, so I would guess the worst is over there.
Yeah, and for the individual, it's like, what about Vertcoin? They're the ones pushing Lightning Network. If you want to know more about them, go on our homepage and go to the interview section. I have an interview with James Lovejoy as well as Kanan over there. The one with Kanan was discussing more about their lit box, some up-and-coming Lightning Network integrations, etc. Their development team is working on the Lit Network, which is a variation of the Lightning Network done by the MIT initiative. And essentially, it will be integrated with Vertcoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. So Vertcoin will be one of 3 options on that. If you think Lightning Network will find success, Vertcoin is ahead of the curve as far as integrations with Lightning Network, right up there with Litecoin and Bitcoin. So keep that in mind.
There's the KCS having a good day here. And, you know, it testing its previous low and holding. Now back to resistance, I would say is impressive for that coin. So I would say that one should be okay here. That one looks good.
Yeah, I'm pretty bullish on the KCS with their reward update as far as how they're going to give away 50% of the trading fees on the exchange. On top of that, they will be using those to buy KCS on the open market to distribute to its holders and users. I said yesterday you'll get a pullback. You got it about a 10% pullback. I don't know if you'll get one again. If it breaks through this 350, 360 range, there isn't much overhead pressure, and that thing might run on you.
And there's the Tron USD. I mean, it did fine. I thought of selling Climax. I mean, a little weak here recently, but you know, the bigger chart isn't horrible. So, but I don't really own any TRX to speak of. A few clients might have a little bit of it laying around, but not a holding of mine.
Cool. Well, we got to get this thing rolling. Somebody asked, how do you get the Ethos airdrops? If you were pre-registered for their universal wallet, you should be good to go. I have not heard yet about the airdrops and such. They just said if you pre-registered all their partnerships, you would be registered for the airdrops for those coins. It was something crazy, like 15 partnerships by the end. So I'll keep you up to date on that. And Bronco, welcome to the channel. He says, hi, do you guys like Icon? Is it a good coin? Yes, I think ICX is a solid coin. It is way off of the highs right now, and I would not be afraid. If you're going to own WanChain, Icon, or Aeon, I would own a little bit of all 3 as they are working heavily together on a partnership and trying to have interoperability between the 3 blockchains. If one succeeds, the other 2 probably will be following. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and do our Zen Cash giveaway. It is for last night's live show. And we are giving away to 2 lucky winners, not just 1, but 2 lucky winners. So let's go ahead, grab this URL after we just refreshed it. Without that, I haven't even said it. Today, if you're watching right now, leave a comment in the comment section below with your Zen Cash wallet address after this video is posted to be entered to win yet another Zen today. So it is pretty late in the show, and this is the first time he's saying it, so you guys might have a pretty high likelihood of winning that, as there might not be as many comments. So make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below with your Zen wallet address for a chance to win just like this. We have 43 unique commenters. That is 20 less than usual or so. So you guys have a high chance. And we're doing 2 winners. The first winner is going to be John Roberts. Love me some Zen. And there is his Zen wallet address. Let me go ahead and take
me some Zen.
A picture of that. Congratulations to John Roberts. You will be the proud owner of 1 more Zen to your bag. Let's go ahead and do this once again. Pick another winner. The second winner is going to be, let's start her up. David Lindsay. Congratulations, David Lindsay. All you said was your address, but hey, that's all it takes, my friends. So if you want a chance to win like that, it's as simple as that. Each of them just won 1 Zen worth currently $22 or $23. Go ahead, keep watching us, smash that like, share, and subscribe button, and then leave a comment in the comment section below with your Zen wallet address. We are here to try to give back as much to this community because without you, we would have nothing, guys. We rely on you guys watching our content, giving us ideas, and asking us some questions.
And we're still, someone asked about, Johnny Cool asked about Typerium, because we're still trying to do another interview with them. And, you know, we still kind of like that ICO. Definitely not a scam.
Low Roller says, exit scam, which site? That would be Wex Exchange or BTCE Exchange. So if you were on that exchange, I would move your tokens off. You might have heard it in the news. Bitcoin went up to $9,000 on that exchange. That's not realistic. I think there's some manipulation in the market. And the fact that they do have scheduled maintenance in about 12 hours leads me to believe that they're up to some funny business. So get out of there. Yeah, and as far as Typerium had a flash sale because they are available to U.S. investors now. They've raised about $600,000 or $700,000 so far, I believe. Right now they are in the final round of pre-sale where it is 5 cents per token with a 200% bonus, and then they will enter into their final actual ICO. So this is that last opportunity for pre-sale. Then they'll move forward into the ICO stage. And as long as they meet their minimum requirements, I'm even more bullish on it because if they don't sell all the coins, they said that in all the rounds, the coins that didn't sell, they actually will be burning those from the total supply, which means the token economics behind that coin will increase as well.
Right. These guys are for real. So, and if we get another bull run coming, Typerium might be a good one. Here is COV. Let me show this real quick, Nick. Chris K9, I believe, asked about it. Co-vesting, COV. I mean, just had a quick double and volume coming in. I mean, that chart looks really good.
So yesterday we talked about this, how it went up to 18,000 Satoshis. I said I would personally be looking to enter at 14,000 Satoshis. Well, looky there. What is the low for the day, Todd?
Just a hair below it.
Just a hair below 14,000 Satoshis. And then what happened after that? It immediately ran another 50% up to 22,000 sats. Now, I'm not saying I timed the one perfectly today, but I will tell you, I said my re-entry position would be 14K during the live show yesterday, and that would have been primed for another 50% gain if you guys took an opportunity to look at that coin.
That's an impressive chart, considering. So that's one of those. I mean, that could have been a jump and a pullback already, or still could just work on it here if Bitcoin doesn't get going. But yeah, that's a nice chart. I don't know what that noise is over there.
Shout out to JL for subscribing. Welcome to the Learn Crypto community. Continue to watch for giveaways, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and just trying to have some fun and get you guys ready for this next bull run. Make sure you're in the proper coins. And with our portfolio diversification methods that we have kind of learned and used, obviously, from our cryptocurrency trading course over at learncrypto.io. If you want to know everything we offer outside of YouTube, make sure to take a look in the description below so we can help you each and every day here in the cryptocurrency ecosystem as well as traditional markets.
There's Decred that I've liked and also mentioned liking it higher. I think that one probably down here is pretty good value as well. So we talked about it down before at 44, and we talked about it up at 84. But I think that's a good one there, and Tony's talking about it here briefly. Solid sticking coin. And then we've got ADA USDT. That's the long-term chart. Obviously, like most of these coins, and then going into the 15-minute, not quite as strong here the last week or so, but still I think okay. That's one we own some of for sure. Symbol for Typerium, TYPE.
That's Typerium.io. That is available now. You don't have to use a VPN or anything because they figured out the regulatory guideline to get available for U.S. investors. Still not available for Chinese citizens, so you cannot access that if you were from China or have a Chinese IP address.
What up, Inflow?
Somebody said, do you have any
Jay
info
Stevens.
on Alaris? If you go over to Alaris' Twitter, they had some new partnership announcement, and they're creating some kind of video game or mobile game in which Alaris is the native currency on it. So that's pretty interesting. They also have that partnership, I believe, with the Swedish or Switzerland government, in which they're going to be utilizing their blockchain in order to teach individuals in schooling. So children will be working with the Alaris platform in some manner. Nothing still crazy with that. If you had your eBoost in the QT wallet, you can do a token swap, where essentially you download the Alaris wallet, and then you go ahead and put your eBoost private key in there, and your Alaris tokens will pop in there. If you need any help, feel free to DM me.
Vertcoin with the lightning bolt. Tony says EOS could have a little bit of trouble here. I do know some Elliott Wave looking like maybe it, possibly could go back down to that, let me bring up the 4-hour. If this is a expanded flat, then you would see it come back down and break that $4 level, which I'm not saying that'll happen, but these coins do get volatile. If that would happen on any bad news like Tony's talking about, I probably would add on there or pick some up there.
I think we'll be able to get some more insight on that Friday when I do an interview with an EOS delegate. Let's see what he says about it. Yep. But yes, if we get around the $5 mark or something, I think I would probably have to pick up EOS just for the chance of that one to succeed, number one, but also with all the airdrops they have on the table, I'll take the chance that one of those will hit it big, and it'll recoup any losses you might have on EOS. We got is this the official Vertcoin YouTube channel in here with the lightning bolt over there?
They lightning bolted us.
Shout out to you.
Vertcoin up 7%. I think I just...
RF Dusty said ECA has fallen off the table lately. Yeah, that one has just been lagging. No real news as of now. They did announce that partnership with UniFox that they will be on 3,000 ATMs over in Europe. But until that happens, also they pushed back their hard fork a little bit as well. The hard fork was supposed to be coming very soon, or by, I think, this month it was supposed to happen. And it was going to be a decrease in transaction times and fees, as well as atomic swaps, and they were going to add masternodes to the network. Obviously, with that being pushed back, probably people that were accumulating for the masternode decided that they could wait a little longer, liquidate to the market, take some profits, and probably will be looking to re-enter on some new news here in the short-term future. I know there is a rumor that they will be announcing some partnerships within a month or so, so I'm just staking away. I just have that staking, letting it go. I have the Linda Coin wallet, the new wallet with a masternode on there, my ECA on there, and then I'm looking forward to putting a RDD on there when it gets integrated. And a little hint for you guys, I picture the next integrations, maybe RDD, COLX, and Digibyte all being integrated around Friday. We'll see if that happens.
Shout out to 130 people in here on a quiet day in crypto land.
That is true.
I think that's pretty good showing. Once these things ignite, it'll be a whole different scenario. Here's Dent BTC, someone just asked about. Nice rally off the lows and pullback, so that could have been a Wyckoff spring. I'd like to be able to see more volume on that, but the worst might be over for Dent.
We got Mark in here saying, hello, guys. Long time lurker here. Well, why are you always lurking, Mark? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to throw them in that chat box. And I would say welcome to Learn Crypto. You've been here for a while. Dennis says, hey, guys, what do you think of the portfolio? 40% Digibyte, 40% Litecoin, and 20% ETC. Now, we're not your financial advisor unless you are part of our private client group. But I would say that is a low-risk portfolio right there. You got ETC with the Coinbase announcement and everything they're doing. Obviously, LTC is the highest correlated cryptocurrency to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, Litecoin's going up. And then you got Digibyte, which we know we love from a technical perspective. They got some positive things on the horizon, and they are continuing to increase the utilization of their blockchain. They got DigiID, DigiSign, obviously got Digibyte, and we'll see what they have moving forward. If they, we had that interview talking about maybe adding proof of stake to the network. If they do that on top of all these other things with some exchange listings, etc., I think it will explode, because I know people who are diehard Digibyte community, they are going to add Digibyte with the announcement of proof of stake start staking. You're going to get the people who only invest in passive income cryptocurrencies going to buy that to start staking. It's going to be integrated in the Lynda wallet. So if they add staking, people already have a VPS hooked up. They can go ahead and put their Digibyte in the Lynda wallet, start staking right away. Now, that's far off. They're only discussing it. Devs are kind of bouncing the idea around. That is not for sure, but I'm just saying if that did happen, on top of everything they have going for them, I think that could be a nice risk-to-reward play right there. So I would say about that is you don't have that 1,000xer in there, but you definitely have a very safe portfolio that could see some really nice gains during this next bull run.
What's up, Mark Purdy? I'm going to give you a wrench. Catching us live for a change. I know that name, so cool. Surgical, answering the dent. I got you too.
Jill
got some
Adventure.
new names in here. So.
Jill Adventure wants you to look at Monero Classic if you can. I don't even know what the ticker is on that. I don't participate in a lot of these forks off the original.
Monero Classic? Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Monero Classic is XMC. I don't even know if it's available on your exchange list that you have over there.
Here's Waves USD. So, I guess, once again, like most of these coins, nothing to brag about on Waves. Pretty deep correction, deeper than I would like to call that one of my top coins. So, I'd key off this past low probably.
Johnny M. Cool says Gray Mass is being promoted heavy. Haven't tried it. No. I don't know anything about Gray Mass, but all I will say is when things get promoted heavily, that's probably something to take a deeper look at, take your time before you enter it, because those ones are the ones that usually are benefiting the promoters more than the investors and users. But I know nothing about it at all. I haven't even heard of it, but I just would say take it with a grain of salt, do some research on it before you put any money into that.
We got some new names in here. Somebody remembering Todd's first show. Let's add that moderator. And I was going to say what James B said is my Binance API allowing me to trade Coinigy for PCG. It has, and then they had that issue like a month ago. Then they had an issue 5 or 6 days ago. So yes, I'm allowed to, and any PCG that hasn't given it to me, I need a new API created, because 4 or 5 days ago they did make them all not work. So, and what else here?
Outlaw Preacher says he checked out the website and he thinks it's interesting. He is a author and content freak. I like the looks of it. They look up their traditional company too. They already own a traditional company in a similar sector. That's what kind of interests me as well. They already kind of have a background.
You said XMC?
I think that might be it.
XMC BTC on the 2 hour. So not much to say there. And Coinigy's a little slow acting. Not going to be able to give you any real comment on XMC at the moment. I'll have to catch that another night.
Paul says, what do you think of the Ethos wallet? I don't have it yet. I don't think it's available on the iOS yet, is it? I have an iOS. I know when they were releasing all these, it was for Android only. I said once it's available on iOS, then I will be able to take a look. Now, if it is available on iOS, I must have missed it. So I'll have to look at that for sure.
Here's the UTK BTC, I believe, Jay. Same type of chart pattern, really. If you go in a little bit closer on the 15-minute, not much really else to say either.
Yeah, it looks like the iOS is not available. It looks like I need to buy an Android phone just to be able to enjoy these cryptocurrency apps first. I know the Digibyte wallet officially came out for Android only. Ethos, Android only. Aircoins, Android only. Like, what is this, iOS? Get over yourself. Let these cryptocurrencies come out with their applications. You guys have doo-doo apps on your platform anyways as it is. If I want to use a wallet, let me use a wallet. Somebody tag Apple and quote that to them.
I mean, I'd say if UTK can continue to hold this 1075 level or so, stay above this previous resistance, I would like it. And it's had a good run here last few hours, so. I guess you got to get to play soccer, right?
Yeah. So we really got to wrap this up. We went through the little bit of news article. Obviously, the markets aren't doing much. We will be having another Zen giveaway tomorrow during the live show. So make sure to tune in and see if you won. Leave a comment in the comment section below with your Zen wallet address. And, you know, the market is down. So if you guys can just help share some of our content, keep doing what you're doing. Just keep supporting us. We're going to keep supporting you. We found some winners even during this bear market. Keep staking. Keep that passive income going. And maybe it's time for you guys to start mining cryptocurrencies as well, as there was an article posted that the cost of GPU cards, of GPUs, NVIDIA and AMD is going down, as there's less people buying them right now because the market is down. So if you have ever been thinking about mining cryptocurrencies, now is the time to start doing that because the component parts are cheaper. If Bitcoin and everything goes up again, those prices are going to be jacked up. You know, Micro Center can do that. They can go ahead and bump the prices up on anything they want. They don't have a retail price per se. So keep that in mind if you've been thinking about it. Also, you might be able to go on Craigslist or eBay and buy a used cryptocurrency mining rig on the cheap as well. So
let's talk about Schwartz Baca, what he just said. You didn't go into details on that, did you?
He said, Tika 65K, Bitcoin called today because ETF will be approved. Guys, he believes, he's seen since 2014, Winklevosses have been applying for an ETF. He said, no, those are never going to happen. He's been saying that since day one. Then we had, what was the second one?
Solid X.
Solid X. He said, I don't really see it, but there's a possibility. They just didn't have the notoriety. But CBOE, he feels, has the notoriety and pretty much said everything we said yesterday. We said CBOE is a recognized name.
Yep.
It knows the right people, can rub elbows with the right people. And when it comes to the market, it is going to be an explosion because your mom, your grandma, and their 401k can easily buy into Bitcoin ETF. ETF means that they are holding the underlying. So when somebody buys the ETF, they're essentially buying Bitcoin off of the market, which actually affects the price, unlike OTC, unlike futures, etc.
And the Chicago Board of Trade, I don't know what I should, let's just say I've got friends that a past president and a lot of connected people, and they were big fans of Bitcoin back at, you know, when I first entered this, when it was 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So, you know, now they're talking about ETFs coming out of the CBOE. So I agree. That's all that can get us ignited.
Yeah, so I mean, he thinks that the announcement of that, so the announcement has to be made whether it's going to be accepted or not, August 11th or somewhere around there. So on that date, if it says yes, there's going to be a massive explosion just off the news. And then once we actually get a date when it's going to be created, that is when there is actually going to be organic growth via the ETF. So Tika Tawari is saying a 10x from here. Whoa. Just off of that announcement. That would be ridiculous.
I wonder what ADA and Zen and Digibyte and those things would be doing.
Last thing in here, somebody is talking.
Lambo.
Somebody said somebody was talking ish on Digibyte.
Windmill.
Where is it? Gary C says, why is shitcoin Digibyte 40x faster than Bitcoin? Well, I don't know. Look at their code. It's all open source. You can go over to GitHub, check it out. They do have a higher transaction throughput. They do have shorter transaction times. The network of proof of work they have with the 5 algorithms is able to process all those transactions currently faster and maintain it than Bitcoin. Now, some people say, will that throughput exist if Digibyte ever got the amount of transactions as Bitcoin currently has? I can't guarantee that, but there has been some individuals who have crunched numbers saying that Digibyte can do something crazy like all the transactions from the top 10 coins together on a daily basis. That is what Digibyte currently can do with its scaling solutions. They are also saying that they're going to be increasing their scaling over the course of 2019, which is pretty crazy if that becomes a reality.
Taj says, think of all those 401ks jumping on the crypto bandwagon. Boy. And that's the big money. So they just take 5-10% to Bitcoin, ETC, and some of these. I mean, who knows?
Oh,
I mean, it could be an explosion.
so it looks like Gary rewrote it. He was wondering why they are called shitcoins, not calling it a shitcoin. I don't know. People use the word shitcoin. People use the word shill.
Scam.
People use the word scam way too loosely. I say back in the day, but a couple of years ago here in the cryptocurrency space, if you used those words, you backed it up with facts, proof, evidence, mathematics. Now people just throw it around like it's nothing.
I'm going to slap the shit out of a few people.
Before you call something a shitcoin, a scam, or anything, do a little bit of research. The great nature of cryptocurrencies is that they are all open source projects. If you really want to do the research, you can dig deep, find out who the founders are, look at the code base, look at the community, look at transactions, look at exchange volume. That is all available and at your fingertips for you to prove or disprove any comment that you may or may not make. So the opportunity is there. So if people want to say something's a scam, that's fine, but let's see some facts, some numbers, and then we can look at it as a community.
We got some new people in here, but I think I might know why. I do have someone helping with some marketing. So shout out to all the new people. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we really got to get going. I got to get out of here. I do have the soccer game and got to see my family. So sorry we do have to cut it a little short.
Johnny Cool.
Got to cut it a little short.
I'm ready to smack somebody.
But we'll be back tomorrow live. So make sure to leave that Zen address. Leon says DGB up 40% already. Careful promoting to newbies.
Tom Bay started the term shit.
I'm not
coin.
saying to buy right now. We always say buy on the pullbacks. Obviously, Todd looked at that chart as well. Even with it up 40% right now, if you bought right now, I don't think over the long term it is going to hurt you. But obviously, guys, when we're talking about the fundamentals of a project, that has nothing to do with current price or if you should buy it right now. You need to figure out the coins you like, the fundamentals that are strong, and then look for good entry points on the charts, with hopefully Todd can help you do, or if you've taken our cryptocurrency trading course, you can do on your own, and then you can ride that to the promised land, because Todd is the man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo land.
Software coming soon.
Software coming soon. We got the rocket ship in the background because we're all going to the moon. Hopefully you book your ticket on the Learn Crypto rocket ship by subscribing, liking, and watching this channel. And until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here on Learn Crypto.
Peace out.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.